I'll teach you 5 steps that rebuild the bond in destruction's deep embrace. Instead of punishing with silence, learn to say, I'll return in an hour's grace.
First prohibition stage, don't silence rage, but name the emotion burning in your veins tonight. I feel fury now, I need a walk to cool down, speak through storms that ignite. Return after 20 minutes when your heart beats calmer, in the rhythm of dawn's flow. Then talk without accusations from I feel not. You always in the undertow. Concrete practice before you respond in anger. Count to 10 inside your mind's deep space. Breathe deeply from your belly 5 times before you open your mouth in this chase. Write on paper what you feel before you speak it out loud in the storm's fierce play. This gives distance between emotion and reaction and saves from destruction's fray. Silence doesn't punish but communicates boundaries. I need time, rings clear and nice descent. Don't leave them in the void but give certainty of return. I'll be back at 8 is what's meant.
5 commandments of building instead of 5 prohibitions that destroy what's real inside. Speak instead of silencing, stay instead of threatening. In the storm's wild ride, express instead of suffocating. Be yourself as vacating. In the shadows cast, talk just you two. Instead of dragging in the world that makes the pain last.
Second prohibition states, don't threaten departure but say I'll stay despite the rage that burns my core. Concrete practice at the fight and say we're in this together before you sleep and restore. Establish a rule to never speak words of leaving in anger that tears the bond apart. Write this as agreement between you. We don't threaten to go as the chart. When you're feeling supposed to say let's break up, stop yourself immediately in the depth profound. Ask yourself, do I really want to leave or do I want to win this fight on this ground? If you just want to win, that's manipulation, not communication in the battle's heat. Replace the threat with honesty. I feel wounded and need understanding makes it complete. Relationship security builds on certainty. I'll stay even when it's hard through the darkest phase. Not on fear, maybe they'll leave me to paralyzers every single day in the maze.
5 commandments of building instead of 5 prohibitions that destroy what's real inside. Speak instead of silencing, stay instead of threatening. In the storm's wild ride, express instead of suffocating. Be yourself instead of faking. In the shadows cast, talk just you two. Instead of dragging in the world that makes the pain last.
Third prohibition states, don't suppress feelings but express them before they rot in your intestines deep. Concrete practice daily 10 minutes talking how do you really feel. Don't let it sleep. Keep an emotion journal morning and evening to recognize patterns within your soul's terrain. Share this with your partner not as accusation but as window to your pain. Learn the language of emotions instead of you suck. Say I feel sadness when with truth exposed. Instead of you always ignore me. Say I need attention when vulnerably composed. This isn't weakness but courage to show what happens in your heart without the mask disguise. Your partner won't guess what you feel if you don't speak it out loud under moonlit skies. Unexpressed emotions gather toxins that explode, destroying everything around in violent spree. Express one's build intimacy because you show the truth without armor, finally free.
5 commandments of building instead of 5 prohibitions that destroy what's real inside. Speak instead of silencing, stay instead of threatening. In the storm's wild ride, express instead of suffocating. Be yourself instead of gating. In the shadows cast, talk just you two. Instead of dragging in the world that makes the pain last.
Fourth prohibition states, don't pretend but be yourself even when it's inconvenient to show your core. Reveal weaknesses, fears, doubts instead of perfect. Mask that suffocates you more. Fifth prohibition states, don't drag family friends into conflict between you and the fray. Talk in private before you tell anyone about problems, find a better way. Concrete practice, establish talk time at 9 p.m. every single day without fail or doubt. A place without phones, without TV, just you two figuring it out. Rule 0, listen until you work it through between yourselves and internet exchange. Because telling the world cements resentments instead of solving them through change. Instead of solving them through change.